in the span of 45 minutes, secured a commitment of $45 billion, an achievement that translates to $1 billion for every minute of the meeting. But for Son, this was just another record among many in a life spent setting and shattering benchmarks. If we look closely at the life story of Masayoshi Son, it reads less like a biography and more like a chronicle of defying the impossible, breaking records, and redefining boundaries. From humble beginnings to staggering moments of fortune and loss, his journey is a testament to resilience, vision, and an unyielding drive to innovate. Born into adversity, Masayoshi Son's family fled Korea for Japan aboard a modest fishing boat, driven by hope for a better future. Yet, even in Japan, Son's childhood was marked by hardship. At school, he was ostracized and bullied by classmates unwilling to accept an outsider. Such trials often break spirits or lead to bitterness, but for Son, these experiences forged an indomitable will. Where others might have retreated inwards, he resolved to prove his worth, not just to his tormentors, but to the world at large. Even as a junior high student, Son dared to dream of becoming Japan's most successful entrepreneur, a goal inspired by the legendary Den Fujita, the man responsible for bringing McDonald's to Japan. Son's admiration for Fujita bordered on obsession. He called Fujita's company daily, desperately hoping for a chance to speak with his hero. When persistence failed to yield results, Son took matters into his own hands, booking a flight to Tokyo to meet Fujita in person. He arrived at the company's headquarters and pleaded with the receptionist. He didn't want anything from Fujita, just 3 minutes of his time. Fujita, impressed by Son's tenacity and sincerity, agreed to meet him, eventually offering him a mentorship of 15 minutes per day for 2 months. During these sessions, Son asked the pivotal question, "What is the best career for the future?" Fujita replied without hesitation, "Computers are the future, and the best place to learn about computers is America." Taking this advice to heart, Son packed his belongings and moved to California at just 16 years old. When he enrolled at his local school, he found the curriculum far too easy. His intellectual curiosity demanded more. He took university entrance exams, passed them effortlessly, and joined the University of California to study computer science and economics. Yet, life in the United States was far from glamorous. Son's finances quickly dwindled, leaving him with little to survive on. He didn't want to waste time on menial jobs for paltry wages. So, he asked his friends, "What job pays $10,000 a month for only 5 minutes of work a day?" They laughed, dismissing him as arrogant or delusional. But Son wasn't deterred. He believed deeply that if he found the right idea, he could achieve such earnings. Instead of focusing on a single invention, fearing the risk of failure, Son decided to brainstorm hundreds of ideas and pitch them to companies, hoping one would catch on. Every day, he spent 5 minutes thinking up a new invention. By the end of the year, he had amassed 250 ideas. He paid a lookalike to attend his college classes so he could focus on presenting his inventions to potential investors. Eventually, Sharp Corporation bought one of his ideas for $1.7 million, making Son a millionaire at 19. When you do the math, those 5 daily minutes of work translated to $142,000 a month, far more than the $10,000 he'd predicted. Flush with success, Son began importing Japanese arcade machines to the U.S., selling over 350 units in 6 months and earning another $1 million. Feeling the need for rest, he returned to Japan to visit his mother, as he'd promised upon completing his studies. But instead of settling into a quiet life, he decided to invest his earnings and founded a software company, SoftBank. Son's vision for SoftBank was audacious. He told his 2-person team that the company would one day be worth billions. As always, people laughed or ignored him. Still, Son pressed on, taking out loans to grow SoftBank quickly, launching aggressive marketing campaigns across Japan. Then, disaster struck. Without warning, Son lost consciousness and was rushed to the hospital, diagnosed with chronic hepatitis. Doctors weren't sure he'd survive. Yet, even during his recovery, he would sneak out of the hospital to attend critical meetings, determined not to let his illness stall SoftBank's progress or jeopardize his obligations to the banks. Miraculously, Son recovered. SoftBank's value soared past $1 billion in record time. Son continued to reinvest profits in emerging technology companies, putting millions into Yahoo, which multiplied his wealth 20-fold in mere months. He held fast to a principle: never put all your money into one company or sector. Diversification was key. Among his many investments was Alibaba, run by Jack Ma. When asked why he invested in Alibaba, Son simply said he was excited by the company's promise. He invested $120 million, and today, that stake is worth approximately $70 billion. In 2000, Son's meteoric rise peaked. For 3 days, he was the richest man in the world, surpassing even Bill Gates. But then the dot-com bubble burst, SoftBank's shares plummeted, and Son lost $70 billion in a single day, the largest personal financial loss in history. Yet, Son was undeterred. He acted as if nothing had happened, continuing to work and push forward. When Japanese government officials stalled on permits for his company, Son went straight to their offices and demanded action. By 2007, technology had evolved and smartphones were becoming the future. Son met Steve Jobs, proposing a new type of mobile phone. Jobs told Son that Apple was already developing something better, the iPhone. Son wanted exclusive rights to sell the iPhone in Japan. Jobs explained that Son would need to own a mobile carrier. With characteristic boldness, Son bought Vodafone Japan for $20 billion, securing exclusive rights to sell the iPhone in Japan. Despite these successes, Son's ambition was unrelenting. He regretted missing out on investing in Amazon. He hadn't had enough cash on hand to make an offer when the opportunity arose. Watching Amazon's exponential growth, Son resolved to build up a $100 billion war chest, ready to seize any future opportunity. Around this time, Saudi Arabia began investing heavily in technology and artificial intelligence, seeking to diversify its economy away from oil. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman met with Son for 45 minutes. In that short span, Son convinced the prince of the value of a $100 billion investment in AI companies, arguing that the future belonged to artificial intelligence as surely as the past had belonged to computers and mobile phones. The prince agreed, committing $45 billion on the spot, $1 billion for every minute they spoke. Son repeated the feat with the United Arab Emirates and Apple, ultimately amassing the $100 billion he sought. Son's story doesn't stop there. Recent years have seen him double down on his commitment to AI, betting big on the next wave of technological revolution. Saudi Arabia, too, has cemented its role as a global hub for AI investment. In 2024, Kingdom Holding Company, owned by Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, invested an additional $400 million in XAI, Elon Musk's artificial intelligence venture, as part of a $6 billion funding round. By February 2025, Saudi Arabia had announced a staggering $14.9 billion in new AI investments, positioning itself as a world leader in the sector. These developments reveal a clear pattern. Son and Saudi Arabia are shaping the future, not just for themselves, but for the global technology landscape. Throughout his life, Son has refused to waste time. He's always had a vision and ambition that set him apart. From the bullied outsider to the world's richest man, from record-breaking gains to historic losses, Son's journey is a masterclass in perseverance. He's shown that setbacks, no matter how severe, are but temporary obstacles on the path to greatness. His relentless pursuit of innovation and willingness to take risks have enabled him to repeatedly break records and defy expectations. Son's story is peppered with lessons for anyone seeking success. First, never be afraid to dream big. Son's goals were always outsized, but he pursued them with unwavering determination. Second, resilience is essential. Whether facing personal illness, financial ruin, or skepticism from others, Son never let adversity stop him. Third, adaptability and foresight are crucial. Son recognized the potential of computers, the internet, mobile phones, and AI long before they became mainstream. allowing him to invest early and reap the rewards. Equally important is Son's approach to mentorship and learning. His relationship with Den Fujita was transformative, proving that seeking guidance from those who have walked the path before can dramatically change one's trajectory. Son's openness to advice and willingness to act boldly on it, moving to America at 16, switching to university studies, starting SoftBank, set him apart from his peers. Son also understood the value of time. He was never content to let opportunities pass him by, even hiring a lookalike to attend classes so he could focus on pitching inventions. This drive to maximize every moment played a critical role in his success. His investment philosophy is another key lesson. By spreading his bets across multiple sectors and companies, Son minimized risk and maximized opportunity. This approach allowed him to weather storms like the dot-com crash and emerge stronger, always ready for the next breakthrough. Today, Son's legacy is intertwined with the future of artificial intelligence. The investments by SoftBank and Saudi Arabia in AI are shaping industries worldwide, driving innovation in sectors ranging from healthcare to finance, transportation to communication. The $14.9 billion Saudi commitment underscores the scale and seriousness of this global shift. As AI continues to revolutionize how we live and work, Son's vision for the future is clearer and more relevant than ever. In reflecting on Son's life, it's impossible not to be inspired. His story is proof that success is not a straight line, but a series of ups and downs, victories and defeats, bold moves and calculated risks. It's about believing in yourself when others doubt you, pursuing your dreams with relentless energy, and never settling for less than what you know you can achieve. For every entrepreneur, innovator, or dreamer, Masayoshi Son's journey offers a powerful reminder. The impossible is only impossible until someone does it. And for Son, breaking records is just another day at the office.